So it was my birthday recently, and my beloved wife, my dear wife, she got me two presents, right? One like a genuine one, and the other one just to kind of annoy me. And
Wonderful.
the one that was just to annoy me, the one that was just a provocation, she got me the Lego Fast and Furious tie-in
Yes.
Paul Walker skyline.
Yes.
Which just lives in my house now.
You got
I'm
that
gonna
now.
have to build it. I'm gonna have to put together
You're gonna
Lego
have to
Paul
build it.
Walker. And like this might be the only Lego like minifig of a pedophile they made.
Do we know that? Is that true?
Is that a fact? Can we put that out on the
I
airwaves?
don't. Well, how many
Maybe
other
there's
like?
more.
Did you not have the Lego Epstein Island playset for kids?
Yeah, building that mosque was
I
so
had
fun.
Tracy Island myself.
Yeah.
I don't know.
List of real people Legos.
Yeah, there was a little Lego Donald Trump that came with it.
Okay, so we've got Abraham Lincoln, who I think is marked safe.
Not
Jane,
a pedo.
Jane Goodall, R.I.P.
Not a pedo.
Vincent
pedo.
van Gogh, I think fine.
I don't know who that is. Probably a pedo.
No, me neither.
Amelia Earhart. The Beatles.
Inconclusive.
The Beatles I'm not thrilled about.
The Beatles.
Ooh,
Mark
I don't know
put 'em in a
enough
maybe
about.
pile.
I don't know enough about the Beatles to comment on that, but I'm
The
gonna say probably.
entire cast of Queer Eye. I mean, in that
Oh,
case,
really?
that's more like annoying than anything else.
They're probably not pedos.
No, I think
I don't
not.
think we can say that. No.
I know them. Know of them, I guess.
Julius Caesar, Cleopatra, George Washington. That you could have a Lego of a guy who owned slaves.
Wow, that's
Okay.
wild.
I mean, that's just as evil.
Yeah, I think
I don't
so.
really feel comfortable ranking that, but okay.
I do. Let's not do the movie
Wait,
that
no,
we were
there
going to
is
talk
another.
about. And
There
instead,
is another one.
There is another
because
one.
you could get a Lego minifigure of Jerry Seinfeld.
Fuck yeah, you can. I've got him. I can see him
wait
right
a minute.
here.
There must
Stand
also be. There's got to be a Lego Michael Jackson too.
There's
Oh my
got to be a Lego
God.
MJ. You're so right.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, hold
there
on,
must
wait.
be Lego Michael Jackson.
Fuck this podcast. Lego Mike.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Kill James Bond. I am November Kelly. I am joined, as always, by my friends Abigail Thorne and Devon.
Hello.
Bora Bob, Croeso-y Cymru, James Bond, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
How are we doing over there in England, twats? Also, fucking Scotland's done well.
Mm-hmm. It's true. It's true. They elected Oomph.
I've had a good election result for
We
the first time in my
elected
fucking
Oomph.
life.
We elected Oomphy.
You got oomph?
Iris Dwayne, who is Oomph and who is like who I'm mutuals with, who I've met a
Hell
couple
yeah.
of times, is one of my MSPs now.
Let's go.
For the
Nice.
Greens.
Let's fucking go.
Like one of two or three trans MSPs. So hell fucking yeah. Or
Hell,
councillors,
I'm-
whichever.
I'm just thrilled because obviously
That's
I voted
fantastic.
Reform and we've made massive gains.
They've been amazing. They've done
no, actually,
so well.
I voted I did postal vote and you can track it and it has not yet arrived. But the people that I voted for won anyway, so they don't need my vote. So that's good.
This is good. This is good news. However,
It's fantastic over here.
you can
Anyway,
you
go
can
ahead.
tell that we're padding this one out because today's movie
Don't need to.
I strongly perceived this as an insult to life itself. I was questioning a lot of things about my career and my vocation, and I was like, I have to go to work and I have to talk about Fast 9.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think they're improving objectively, but I'm kind of checked out at this point on the
Yes.
franchise.
They're getting smoother. That's the
They
thing. Is
are.
like
Yes,
the
good
edges are coming
descriptor.
off. I've got way less complaints about this one,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but it's like it is still just as spiritually evil as Fast
There's
7.
there's,
It's
there's no
just
Yeah.
texture.
It goes down
it's-
smoother now.
Yeah, I think the thing is, after about Fast 5, they started there's a kind of like event horizon for
Mhm.
any kind of series that I think you can tip over. I think Bond did that a long time ago. It's one of the reasons why it compels us.
Yes.
Mm.
It's something that, like, after a while, it becomes a formula. And
Yes.
having seen now, 10 of these films, I can say I've enjoyed one of them.
Fast
Yeah.
2. I like Fast 2.
I enjoyed Too Fast, Too
Yeah.
Furious.
That was it.
There were bits of Tokyo Drift I guess I enjoyed, but no, in the main, it's the same movie now.
Yeah. It's slop now. It's slop, unfortunately. Well made,
Yeah.
and like people worked hard on it, put their heart and soul into it, and
Sure.
put a lot of time into it.
Put a lot of
People put a
Money.
lot of
Yeah,
work
money.
into this.
Put a
And
lot of
money.
work
Oh,
into
yeah,
it,
huge,
and money, and
huge
a
amount.
huge
they
amount of
definitely put a lot of
money.
money into this.
Some people are doing
225
like
million.
good, having a good time. There's one moment where I'm like, yes, that made me happy, but yeah, it's a bit, yeah.
It's we're sucking
It's-
from the tube at this point. The nozzle
We
really
is
are.
like worming its way into our esophagus.
Mhm.
Wake up, honey. It's time for more Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
So we do have a nice little touch at the very start, though, which is that we get the old Universal logo
Car?
because we go into a flashback to 1989. So we get the 80s Universal logo, which was a nice little touch.
that is
Um,
I
nice.
don't mind
And
Briefly made me think I was watching the wrong film.
we can tell that it's the past because we're in the deep sort of sepia filter. There's like gauze over the
Mhm.
lens.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
we see a Toretto in an old-timey
Yes.
spaceman helmet racing. But this is
Yeah.
not the Dom Toretto that we know and love. This is Dad Toretto.
Yes.
This
who-
is Jack, his
Yeah,
dad.
Mm.
this is sort of
Jack
a
Toretto.
pitfall for any long-running enough series, feeling that you have to explain a backstory that you had already explained.
And
yeah,
they make
no,
it
they leave
worse.
almost
Oh, it's a
nothing
shame.
unexplained in
Yeah,
this
it
fucking movie.
makes it
There's
much
almost
worse.
nothing.
In, I think it was like Fast fucking 3, I don't know, Dom Toretto goes,
One.
yeah, was it really? Jesus.
It was.
Okay,
That
well,
that was the bit we really liked about the first one.
yeah, when we're
Yeah.
Dom Toretto is explaining his backstory, and he's like, "My Dad Toretto, got killed racing, and I lost it, and I beat the guy who killed him like half to death with a tire iron, and it's defined my life, and I've vowed never to become that person again, right, and to live free of anger." And then 9 movies happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we're like, well, I
And,
guess
like,
we better
need a
show
framing
that.
device for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like,
They give Dad Toretto the 009. He's
They do.
fully
They do.
is
The
this movie's
009. This
009.
motherfucker dressed as a clown. So Dad Toretto's racing, and then there are 2 boys playing like young versions of the actors, which I always like. It's like young Dom and also this other kid, Jack,
Yeah.
Dom's brother, who we're hearing of for the first time. They're having a
Jacob.
beef with car number 23. The actual, I had to look up the actual character's name is Linda, because every time they say it, it sounds like Glinda.
The fucking the Lindor Master Chocolatier in Car 23 is beefing with Dad Toretto.
Yeah.
And so he's having trouble with his car as well. And Jack, the other
is.
kid, is like going under the hood to try and fix it.
Jacob. It's Jacob. Yeah,
Jacob.
sorry.
It's Jacob.
It's Jacob.
Jake,
I wrote it
sorry.
down wrong.
Don't worry, it'll come up.
Yeah.
Mhm. And he like
the dad's Jack,
fixes the car, and the dad goes off and almost immediately gets
Like, instantly.
like the Tatooine series of pod racing Sebulba maneuver. He gets
Yeah, he gets, like, they PIT
Poodle.
maneuver him and he flips over and explodes, like,
Yeah,
just
he-
fire
boom,
everywhere.
he does
Like,
he
oh
goes
my
out
God.
like Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
we see that Dom is being like held back from like going to him. And he's screaming like, "That's my dad!" For context, he's having like
It's really, really good and useful.
Christ-like agonies. It's
Yeah.
wild
That's my
the way
dad.
this
That's
is
my
filmed.
dad. I'm playing a young version of Dom Toretto. That's my dad.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
okay, I get it. Right. I mean,
That's my
yes,
dad over there,
definitely.
and over there, and over there, and some over there.
There is Michael Rooker in this scene playing a sort of a mechanic
Mhm.
guy. I like
Oh, yeah.
seeing him.
yeah,
I like
He'll
absolutely.
be back later.
Then we cut across to
Present
Dom
day.
Toretto. He's
Mm.
got a son, and this was made post-pandemic. The cameras are all too good. Everything's too crisp. It's
Yeah.
fucked.
Mhm.
We're all
Oh,
fucked.
I know.
I can see everything.
It's crazy how they moved to Beecher's Hope from Red Dead Redemption.
They did. Holy shit! That is just John Master's place in Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, because they're
Letty is
laying
here.
low. It's a great
They
place to
are.
do it.
Dom, I guess, went a bit crazy during the pandemic and decided that they had to live off the grid. It happened to a few people.
Yeah,
you
they don't
know?
address
Yeah.
the pandemic in this one. It's probably for
No.
the best.
Yeah.
No.
Letty's
I
here
think you
too, and
should
she
have
very
to.
pointedly does not pick up that child. She's like, "That's not my child. I'm not fucking
like,
touching
I don't
that
know who
kid.
that
Like,
is.
no, no way. Who the fuck is this asshole? Get out of here."
Much like John Marston, right? The FBI, they imagine, appear on the horizon. And so Dom takes his kid, little Brian, and is like, "Brian, we trained for this. You know, I
Yeah.
told you the one world government would come to vaccinate you. It is now time for you to get into the Saddam Hussein hiding place.
So we're going to put you in a bunker with the Chinese.
Get into my Rambo 5 network of tunnels that I have been digging over the course of the pandemic.
Here's a specific thing that I have beef with, right? Is he goes to his guns wall, which is all shotguns because of Dom Toretto's iconic shotgun. But in the first movie, he had a shotgun because that was just a plausible, normal thing that a guy who was kind of tough might have in his garage. And now he has
wrong. It's actually because he loves it and he's the shotguns guy.
He's Mr. Shotguns.
You know? He has to have become the avatar of just like a signifier that was early on.
Yeah.
He's completely flanderized. Yeah.
The luxury wall of pump action shotguns.
It's like, come on, man.
Yeah. But so it turns out it's not the one world government coming to vaccinate Brian. It's actually it's the crew. We have once again spared you the putting together the crew.
It's the crew. The crew
Roman,
here.
Tej, and Ramsey. Yeah, they're here.
Wonderful.
They have a message from Kurt Russell, who's appearing in this movie very briefly to be like, my plane is being shot down by a rogue agent. Also, I'm sending you some encrypted data, which will be unencrypted later on at the screenwriter's discretion when it's time to explain more about the plot. And I caught Charlize Theron from the previous movie, and then she was heisted in midair. Somebody's heisting her out of the plane and shooting me down.
Yeah, would have been cool to have seen that, maybe.
No.
Good action sequence.
We get a garbled message from Mr. Nobody where he genuinely goes, assemble the crew.
Yeah.
Shut up. And the crew come and they go, we assembled ourselves. You're actually one of the last guys we're picking up. Dom Toretto. And Letty.
Also, this happened over the fictional country of Monte Quinto, which is in Central America. We're just like all countries in this franchise so far have been fictional, but this one is especially fictional and it doesn't exist.
It's the Avengers now.
It's Avengers slop, yeah.
The second they go, our mission takes place in a made-up South American country, they're gonna kill so many people.
They are gonna kill so many guys.
Some people.
I have two notes right here. One is that we do briefly see like a photo of Charlize Theron in this, and they've given her.
Oh my god! Yeah.
They've given her a worse haircut.
I can't believe it. Another fuck ass haircut.
She has the Dylan Roof haircut. She has like
she looks like a medieval peasant.
She looks like a school shooter. She looks fucking white supremacist. Like, it's nuts.
She looks like level 1 Kingdom Come Deliverance Oath. She looks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's
what possessed anyone?
Mr. Nobody on the phone. I captured and tonsured Cypher, but they heisted her in midair.
Yeah, she has to take holy orders now. No.
We're actually capturing her to send her to prison and give her a better haircut. Yeah.
Caught, captured, and tonsured to a permanent end.
Extraditing her to a barber.
Yeah,
right
but so the other thing is, because Dom has been radicalized by COVID, he's like, no, I'm not working for the like CIA to implement one world government and 15-minute cities. I don't want to do this. I want to stay here and raise my kids to like stay unvaccinated.
He's like, I'm refusing the call to adventure.
I'm refusing the call.
I want to stay here to protect my kid. And Letty's like, well, this isn't my fucking kid. I don't give a shit.
Kid, so
you're not going to do the plot of Fast and Furious 9. I'm going to do the plot of Fast and Furious 9. So she puts on a sick white leather jacket and pieces the fuck out.
It is sick.
I like that they didn't immediately palm the kid off onto Letty and write her out of the movie.
Yeah, I do.
But that's a very low bar to have passed. But I do like that Letty was like, no, I gotta do this.
Yeah,
there's a scene with her later where she unironically goes like, the action is the fucking juice for me, like legitimately.
Yeah, I like this shit. Yeah, do not write me out of this fucking franchise. If you write me out of it.
I do like that she does contextualize this for the viewer by being like, but Dom Toretto, Charlize Theron, when she had a slightly less fucked up haircut, killed the mother of, I guess, our child. And Dom just says...
That's the only way that she ever responds.
She says not ours, your child.
That's the only way she ever responds to the kid is like, wow, that's your child.
Little Brian Ito is going to be explaining this to a therapist in 20 years' time.
For sure.
No.
And crying and not knowing why.
I really respect that Michelle Rodriguez is like an openly queer actress who is like, you will not write me out of this fucking action franchise. I'm holding on to this fucking paycheck. You're going to take it out of my cold, dead hands, fuckers.
I respect with all my heart.
Respect the hell out of it.
Yeah. Dom is just like, I don't know, things change. Effectively like, I don't know, maybe she was right to kill Elena. But meanwhile, Letty is looking for some like Red Dead Redemption, so she goes.
Letty's like, I gotta get out of here. They give the kid the amulet that gives her maternal life, which is smart.
She's like, you guys suck. I'm gonna go to be fun. Yeah.
Oh yeah. The blessed amulet, Dom's blessed amulet, will come up again later, but they do give the kid the blessed amulet of protection.
They give the kid the blessed
Dom
amulet.
watches the video back that Mr. Nobody sent, and he notices there's a mysterious figure in the background in the video who also has his own blessed amulet of protection, which we saw his dad had as well, and I guess wasn't turned on because it didn't protect him. But he's like, oh shit, there's no one. There's someone else out there.
There's a second one.
Could have a big cross necklace.
Yeah.
So the hero refusing the call thing lasts 5 minutes. He's late to the airport functionally
because they bring back Mia. Mia's back in the movie. She turns up at the Red Dead Redemption ranch, and Dom's like, "Can you watch Brian while I go and do the plot?" And she's like, "Yeah." He also says, "How's Paul Walker?" And she's like, "He's fine. He's so alive.
He's alive in the
movies.
It's
the main thing.
He's very
so
alive.
Yeah.
He's alive as fuck in the movies. You gotta
hanging out with
that.
him just off screen.
They actually do something very smart, which is like, oh fuck, we could just say that Brian's looking after the kids. He's not dead in these movies.
Yeah.
We can just have him. It's like, oh, thank God. Then we can let the women do something.
We left him with the kids. Maybe
I'm not building
don't
a fucking
do that.
Lego set.
Maybe don't do that.
We go to the legally not a country, right? Very considerately, Mr. Nobody has crashed his plane at the end of a road so they can just drive to it.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Good.
One thing I do like is that we now do have a fully non-white core cast, but the bad thing here is that we've got that in the same way that we got like The Rock got to do all of the Samware stuff by making all of the other movies. We got here just by duration, essentially.
Yeah. These are the ones who are willing to hang on to the fucking fast movies. And it's ludicrous. It's Roman Pierce. It's Ramsey, Natalie Emmanuel. Good for her.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And
Dom and Letty.
And Dom, obviously.
Yeah. But so they get into the crash scene. And this is...
I want to pull up the car selection because they're in a convoy and the cars are they've got like a Ford off-road thing, smart. They've got an amphibious vehicle, smart. Michelle Rodriguez is on a motorbike. Dom is driving his fucking iconic BDS Dodge Charger in the cunting jungle.
In the jungle.
And he's like, fine, it's not a problem at all.
Yeah.
And he drives it around Edinburgh later. It's completely normal. It's fine.
Yeah.
But so they get in and they find the thing that the plane was shot down carrying besides a woman with a fucked up haircut, which is, I can only describe it as a power cube, right? Because you know how every Avengers movie now is like an actor entirely on a green screen going, "Give me the power cube."
Yeah. I've showed up to work at the volume. I've walked into the middle, and I've done like a heroic half turn, and they've put something behind me. I don't know. I've gone home.
Yeah,
give me the power cube.
Hell yeah, give me the power cube. It's
Movies
half a power cube.
Now.
It's only half of the power cube.
It's shape.
It's an orb.
It's one hemisphere of the orb.
Yeah,
right?
And they're like,
no, it's
what the fuck is this?
There are 3 parts to this, and you have to collect them in order to get the movie going. So you have to go
this is a guffin, and they're looking for the map.
It's the mother box. Yeah. It's the power cube. It's the fucking orb of destiny.
The
it's
box
whatever.
is mothering.
As soon as they recover it, goons attack. All these faceless goons. And we hear that this area is controlled by the military. So it's like, cool, yeah, we could just kill all these guys, no problem.
Arguably, every country is controlled by the military in the sense that they have just kind of invaded it. There was this, there's a difficult thing here, right? Well, because we have a gunfight, and they, again, don't quite know what to do with Roman Pierce as a character anymore, because...
Sorry, you go ahead.
For a long time, he was the comic relief. Right, and then they felt like they had to give him some like dignity, so he became John Wick for a second and locked in. And now he's the comic relief John Wick. So he's still doing bits about how he's like pissing himself and crying because he's scared, but he is killing dozens of people.
Dozens.
Yeah.
Like, he is mowing down the military of Monte Quinto. He takes out a battalion on his own.
Yeah, he does.
Roman Pierce, Tyrese Gibson, had huge beef with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He said that he wouldn't be in this movie if Dwayne was going to be in it.
Really?
So just want you to know, they chose him. Out of the two.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Just want to note that down.
I did not know that. That's crazy.
I wonder how that came about. Wild.
Yeah. But
Haven't
I mean,
looked it up.
I remember when Roman Pierce was kind of an interesting character, but then part of the
He was
problem
so
was
interesting in the one movie that we liked.
the one
Yeah.
movie that he liked. It was about his relationship with Brian, and now Brian is child minding. So, also another problem here is everybody's getting old, and they do take one approach here, which is they do cast like younger versions of them for the prequel shot for the like
Smart.
the flashbacks.
Yeah, like flashbacks.
Which is good, right? Because it wouldn't be good if you used a bunch of like experimental de-aging technology. It would look really kind of unconvincing.
That would make a really strange looking movie.
Yeah, and we would never talk about a movie that did that. But it does mean that now none of them can move their faces. Like, because they've all had quite a lot of surgery and Botox, and there's a bit where Vin Diesel has to emote, and the only part of him that moves is his lips, which are slightly pursed.
It's like, oh no, I think he's sad. Maybe it's hard to know.
It's difficult. It's difficult. Also,
It's really difficult. You were never supposed to watch these back to back.
No, you weren't. No.
The other thing is streaming this. This loaded quite badly for me. Like there was kind of jarring, like kind of hangs in between shots, which really gave it the feeling of a game made in the Unreal Engine that hasn't pre-cached its shaders. So it really
just
just
popping
a little
in.
bit. Christ.
it slid into the Modern Warfare kind of zone for me.
It's this sequence as they're like being chased across a minefield is quite Fury Road. It's pretty sick. I quite like this.
Yeah, they get chased into a minefield, which is not at all like the mines from Ice Cold and Dead Name. It's not tense.
It's not at all like the mines from.
it's not.
Oh Christ! What's the other one?
Die Another Day.
The hot one. Christ. No, the truck. We just did it.
Oh.
Hot truck explosion.
Yeah,
Hot Truck
that is
Explosion?
Ice Cold and Dead Name, isn't it?
No, there's another one. There was another one further back.
Wages of Fear.
Wages of Fear.
That's the cunt.
Yeah.
Wages for Christ, leave that in.
Well,
Wages of Fear need to know what they're paying for. I don't know anything about anything I've seen. It's nothing like in fucking Wages of Fear either.
Yeah,
They just go like, we need to go as fast as possible over these, and then we'll
furious.
Yeah, there's two
And
things.
furious.
There's two things
We need
here.
to be
again.
angry.
One is that we get a shot of a guy with a mysterious blessed amulet of protection
We'll meet him in a
watching
moment.
all of this
Yeah.
transpiring, and we go, "Oh shit! Dom has an author of all his pain."
He does.
Of
He
course.
does.
I thought it was Cypher that was the author of all of Dom's pain.
No, he
No,
has
it's
another
not.
one. He
There's
has
another
one.
author.
That's fine.
Yeah.
The other one is I can get too woke about this movie. With your permission, right? I could get too
Fuck
woke
in.
about this.
That's
bit.
what we're here for.
So
That's
what we
literally
do
our
here
purpose,
is
yeah.
we use some landmines or a minefield to like establish like, oh, we can set off some explosions and stuff, and there are little explosions dotting over the thing. Not to be again like too woke, right? You know how many kids get killed by landmines? It's a lot, right?
How did the mines get there?
Yeah, I mean, because I'm interested in this because this is something, one of the few things where like international law or international humanitarian law had a material effect on stuff. Is the Ottawa Treaty, like actually legitimately improved the like humanity in the world because it banned anti-personnel landmines, and that's gone now, kind of. Because war is back and
rules are gone again. Yeah,
rules are gone, and we keep
It's a shame.
inventing like new and more horrifying weapons. But it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm making too much of it to be like this creeping into like the drone a couple of movies ago. This thing
you're
creeping
right.
into the
Keep
movies
going.
is
Go further.
weird. But yeah, this was something that like became illegal and like sort of widely disavowed in terms of using like anti-personnel landmines in conflicts. And yeah, the huge bloody legacy that continues to this day. So that's bad, but they do use it for an action sequence.
They do use it, yeah.
During this
Yeah.
action
It's
sequence,
unexamined.
there is a henchman who gets the rare combination of getting the Kronstein both technically and full-blooded because he leaps out of a car onto Letty's motorbike. So he
No
attracts
way.
the driver of the vehicle, and that guy jumps from a car onto a motorbike. I'm like, that is going above and beyond, bro. You could have just twatted there with the
Give him
door,
a-
but you
Absolutely.
fucking jumped out there. And then he gets slammed into a tree, and I'm like, that's unfortunate,
Double
but well done.
Kronstein. The
Yeah.
Kronstein squared.
Yeah.
He's getting up at the union meeting. Give him a round of applause, boys.
Yeah.
This guy has fucking done it. Good for him.
Yeah. He's like,
Kronstein.
I don't think he's getting up. I think he's like raising his hand from a wheelchair. But yeah.
Where is he? Let's give him a big hand.
Yeah, weirdly, like the Kronstein Awards are awarded by hench. It's kind of like a whole industry dinner
presented
thing.
by Hench and the makers of landmines and like Raytheon. Stephen Fry's giving a speech there. Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Yeah, the People's Choice Award at Hench. It's like it's mostly like 70% jury votes.
We just left.
Yeah, exactly. Roman is almost killed by a landmine when it goes off next to him. And again, I really can suck all of the fun out of this by being like anti-personnel landmines aren't designed to kill people. They're designed to mutilate people because that way you have to stop and take care of the casualty. It's really nasty work. Anyway, he survives, and the others are like...
But he survives and begins working on a theory.
Hey, Roman, how'd you survive? And he just goes... and just like shrugs and walks off, which is sort of the level of effort I expect from the screenwriting at this point.
They have a big fucking chase. My notes at this point just say genuinely distressed. Everything's computer.
Everything's computer.
Oh my god!
There's some practical explosions, but it's a lot of computer.
They can get explosions.
As far as reshoots go, Letty has to say a line containing the phrase "the device." You know, the shapes thing, the MacGuffin.
That's awesome.
And there's a cut in between the and a device for no reason.
If it had a much more unwieldy name.
They must have had a different name at some point,
the Doomsday device or the fucking I don't know. This Bazoogle device.
If we talked about Fast 7, I think it was, where we introduced whatever it was. One of the things that we mentioned is this movie is better when it introduces wrestlers. Or this series is?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And his name is Ernst Blofeld.
And his name is John Cena!
John Cena enters the fucking movie!
Yes! Okay, this is the only winning grace for me. I love John Cena. He's one of the best of the wrestlers turned actors. He's right up there with John Batista, who somehow hasn't been in these movies yet.
Fucking show me an advert, you piece of shit.
He shows
so
up in what must be a driverless car because we can't see him. No, he shows up in...
Someone shows this guy.
I guess the opposite of the BDS Dodge Charger. He shows up in the sort of
Charger.
Yeah, the Soda Stream Dodge Charger.
Oh no!
Hang on, I find out what it is.
Oh no!
he shows
John
up in the
Cena
JNF
shows up
Dodge Charger.
and he says, "Why can Donald Trump win elections by not making promises about Israel, but Democrats apparently have to?" And then he scoops up the device and drives off a cliff onto a jet and flies away.
He does mog them.
He does mog them. He mogs them. Yeah.
Fuck.
I just want to read this note that I took verbatim, just so you get a sense of my exasperation. When the plane shows up for him to drive onto it, I write down, the plane makes the fucking TIE fighter noise choke on my fucking dick.
It literally,
It does.
It does, and there's Marvel music when the guy shows up. Oh my god!
So they have to escape.
Others get chased, so they escape. They do like a jump and then a hook shot and swing over.
I do want to highlight one move that Dom makes. Letty gets knocked off of her motorbike in midair, and he swings his car around so that she lands on the bonnet of his car instead of the soft, loamy earth. And I just want to go, thank you so much, my man.
It was looking loamy. Yeah, the way they get out of it, as you say, is the hook shot thing. And I write down his beloved car will become his zip line. Which isn't really anything.
Everything's computer. They drive across a bridge.
Dom completed the water temple with the Dodge Charger, and that's how he can use the long shot.
This movie is 2.5 hours long, by the way.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to kick things forward.
It's a Ford Mustang. I should say it's a Zionist Ford Mustang. That's what he's got.
Okay.
That kind of tracks to
they
me.
do some cool computer shit, and then because Americans are like, all right, the military has stopped because we passed the border, and military's stopped.
Yeah. Your military doesn't. Back on the cargo plane, Agent Dickhead from the third movie, whatever, second movie.
Yeah. That's that guy. What the
he's
fuck
like,
you doing?
I got whatever. And Ramsey's like, I decrypted the data. Next location.
Kind of funny thing. Remember when this guy was a cop? And remember when there was a junior Mr. Nobody CIA agent replacement Brian who they could have used for this and then just didn't?
Yeah, why isn't he back?
Why isn't he?
Anyway,
I don't know. Whatever. Maybe he was something.
This is the point at which we discover, oh my god, secret brothers.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
They're like, that guy was Jacob Toretto,
Mm.
Dom's brother, and Roman, because this is the one fucking thing he does in this movie, serves to go, oh, you're telling me that you just so happen to have a secret brother who's also like a super cool like spy, and he can drive literally like a bat out of hell, quote unquote, and jumps off planes and catches planes and shit like that. And they go, yeah. They go, who could do that? Toretto. It's just so trailer. It's just trailer lines.
Yeah.
It's all just like, oh, this if we really do this will be the coolest thing we've ever done, gang. Kill him. He doesn't do anything. It's no purpose. Sorry. But kill Roman. 2K26.
Everyone has like a lost brother at this point.
They should kill one of them just to establish the stakes. That'd be good.
Kill someone.
That's kind of the thesis of the movie at points, and then it just doesn't, right? But so
Please.
we then go back to the flashback, right, with a kid playing Dom, who does a really good job. He sounds a lot like Vin
I'm
Diesel.
fine with
he
this kid.
does.
This kid's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
Good for him.
I like this. This is, if you have to sort of like keep the franchise going, then yeah, you need to be casting younger actors. It's bad to do it as prequels, but whatever. Anyway, this kid, he like after his dad is killed, he stumbles upon like
the guy who was driving the car
the
that
master
caused him to flip.
This is where we see the famous incident.
Yeah.
We didn't need to see it. We didn't need to see it.
And also they
Not least
changed it.
because they change it. Yeah, right. Because what it is the guy comes and like goes to look at the car and is caught by young John Cena.
Yeah.
And he's sort of like waggling his eyebrows at him like, oh, I can't pay my last respects to the guy I subalbed. And young Dom sort of kicks young Jake away and like tells the guy to leave. And the guy attacks him.
Yeah, it sucks that it's provoked. The thing that was really good about Dom's backstory is that it was an unprovoked attack, that he just went nuts and just raged out. That was a really compelling thing about him, and it sucks that they changed it.
It's making Greedo shoot first.
Yeah.
It really is, yeah.
It kind of kills like one of the only interesting things about Dom, because he doesn't even really lose his temper, right? Like it's
his whole backstory was that one time he killed someone in anger, and it has changed the way he approaches his life completely. And he not only did he not in this, but he's killing people left and right in this movie. He doesn't care. Like, so fuck me, I guess, for caring about this character.
One of the other things about this movie is that it's the same movie as three or four of the previous movies.
It's
and
kind
so,
of all shoved through like one.
By the
like
same token,
sausage.
we have to go to the evil family, like Owen Shaw's evil family.
Yes.
And this evil family is John Cena and a like gay European billionaire nepo baby who speaks entirely in Reddit.
He's like meant to be the son of the head of state of country. They never say which one, but it's like
evil
strongly implied to be like
son,
Vladimir Putin's son, basically. Also, they have a big guy. They have a Mighty Joe, and they have Cypher here in the Hannibal Lecter, Mr. Silver Bond transparent box inside
she's
a
in the
laser cage.
Magneto prison.
Yeah,
they have her in Magneto prison.
She's in the Magneto Joker, Mr. Silver Bond prison. Yeah,
I can't stress enough the haircut. The haircut at this point now looks a bit like it looks like medieval Karen. It's kind of like it's
asking to
wild.
see the feudal manager.
It's so good. It's
can I speak to the liege lord, please? But so she gets a bit racist with it
I
because
am the liege lord, man.
you the audience might be wondering, if John Cena is Vin Diesel's brother, why is he white? But you might
That's
be thinking,
one of the big questions, I would say, about this guy.
I maybe wouldn't voice that objection because I don't necessarily know how to express it sensitively.
I, as the movie, would not feel so nervous about it that I need to put it in the mouth of at least two characters.
Yeah, Charlize Theron looks at him.
It didn't occur to me, actually.
Yeah, it goes, I didn't know the Torettos had a Nordic strain, which
fucking Skyrim ass. What?
I would genuinely sooner
by the way.
that they just told me, oh yeah, John Cena's Dominican. Like, I don't, partially because I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, I don't care.
What if he was? I don't give a fuck.
I just don't care.
Yeah.
She's like, you're definitely a Toretto, but I didn't know he had Nordic in there. It's like,
Also, she's like, you have the same chin as your brother. And I'm like, that's a really dumb thing to say where we're going to see them standing next to each other all on in this movie. I'd be like, that's not the same chin at all.
Wow, you guys are definitely brothers. It's like, no, they aren't. Shut up. But like, it's fine. It's
fine.
Be
adopted.
They couldn't be half brothers? What do you like?
She runs the exact same thing as the girl from Hobbs and Shaw, where she's like, "Oh, I'm fucking super smart, and I'm Hannibal Lecter, and also you're like weirdly insecure about your brother."
Yeah, she says a bunch of shit which is almost like verbatim quotes from My Therapist, where she's like, you've lived your whole life in the shadow of your older brother, and it's like really defined your personality, and you feel a need to prove yourself because of your older brother and how great he is. And I'm just like, I don't know, stop saying this shit. I get this shit in the rest of my life. I don't need it here in my entertainment as well. Like, I get it. I'm insecure about my older brothers. Like, and what do you want me to do about it? Just stop? It's the basis of my whole personality. I've got to take over the world anyway. Like, fucking help me with that or get out of the way. What am I paying you for?
I love how much this podcast is free therapy for us.
Where's this? I'm constantly asking my therapist where the second half of the MacGuffin is.
You gotta tell me. I'm trying to build a device.
I sometimes get asked whether or not I'd ever go to therapy by, various courts. And I'm like, no, because I do it here for free, essentially.
Yeah. I already put it out on the airwaves.
Yeah,
absolutely.
They're like, where's the second half of the fucking shit? And she's like, it's in Edinburgh. Go to Edinburgh. You get a tax break for filming.
It's in next location.
So we go back to Good Family, who have found a hideout in the Caspian. For some fucking reason.
Mr. Nobody's secret hideout.
Yeah.
Okay, fine,
the fucking under Riften sewers thing from Skyrim.
It's so crazy that Mr. Nobody is just like fine, by the way. Like he's still not a twist villain, he's just an evil guy, but he's like fine, he's cool. He's on that
cool.
Also, we never find out whether he's dead or not. Like they don't rescue him at any point.
Maybe they didn't know. Maybe they weren't sure. Maybe we
get the only other interesting thing in this movie, right? Which is a kind of subplot I like to call Roman Pierce contends with destiny itself.
Mm-hmm.
This is almost an interesting use of Roman Pierce.
Mm-hmm.
It is because I think if you're doing a movie like this where it's the 10th installment and no one has been killed, right? Apart from Gal Gadot, who we don't care about, and we've never even seen a body anyway.
Yeah.
And a bunch of people
was killed.
Han was killed.
You got to remember, Han was killed.
Yeah, for sure.
Han died as fuck, for sure.
And completely unrelatedly, a bunch of people we thought were dead have come back, right? You could start getting in your head about this, right? And an interesting thing to do with this action thing would be to have your characters kind of realize that they're in an action movie. And Roman flirts with this for a second because he's like, I've just had like the army, like an actual army just shoot at me and I'm fine. Like I'm completely
There's not
fine.
even like a scratch. Yeah, like I'm fine. I have a scar.
Maybe I have like some kind of like narrative, like plot armor going on. Like maybe I just can't fucking die. And that's an interesting question to raise, and maybe a slightly horrifying one. And it leads to all sorts of philosophical things.
But also, the way to conclude that would have been to kill a different character in this movie. The way to do it would have been to kill Ludacris.
Oh, wouldn't it be so fucking good? Like Ludacris or Ramsey or just
like suddenly violently done,
anyone.
And then have to have Roman deal with that. That would have been great.
Be like, oh wow, I guess we aren't immortal.
It's so weird that none of us have died doing this that we care about, apart from Woman.
They've all handled the amulet at this stage, so like they're fine. They're all fine forever. It's gonna get really weird in 50 years' time when none of them have died and they're all being like, what's happening? Like legitimately.
I have no mouth and I must drive?
Yeah.
They all took
10,000
the
years,
V1,
the sun is exploding, Ludacris is still fucking here somehow.
Floating in the fucking void. Yeah.
It's just amazing. He's got a God respect Ludacris for
Immortality is a curse. You should know this, right? Like this is an interesting thing. But so, Mia comes out of mom retirement while Brian is taking care of the kids.
Here. She's like, I'm going to be in the movie. Yes, I respect
Mia's
it.
Here. She's like, I'm canonically your sister, which makes this guy my fucking brother too, so I have to be in the movie still.
You have to put me in the movie.
You have to put me in the movie. That's the guy who died. Yeah. I'm still alive. I still need to eat. Put me in the fucking movie, please.
I had also forgotten that logically, by the transitive property, John Cena would be her brother as well, and it's helpful to me at this point, legitimately, that she just says that she
goes, by the way, He's my brother. And I had, like kept looking for him after you told him to fuck off. But
it's like, don't worry about the kids. My kids and yours are in the safest hands possible. Badly CGI'd Brian, the Lego pedophile.
They're in the yellow claws of a Lego pedophile. Also, at this point, Ramsey explains what the MacGuffin is. It can control any technology on Earth and turn it into a weapon.
Just pick them up before they turn 13. Whatever.
You need both halves of the thing and then a special key, and Han is connected to the key somehow. Cool, whatever.
Yeah, it's called the Ares device. Like Ares, like the ram zodiac sign.
We already had that in Wonder Woman, but whatever.
Yeah. It's a device. You've got two halves. If you put it together, you can compute it harder than anyone ever has. Who gives a fuck? Moving on.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, fine, cool.
Meanwhile, back in 1989, Dom is in prison and meets Leo and Santos, the two Spanish-speaking guys.
I don't want to see this. I don't want Leo and Santos origins. I don't want to know how they met. I want to know how he got his iconic Dodge
They
Charger.
begin to suspect that Jacob may have sabotaged the car.
They do.
I have a question. So, like, Dom has a blessed amulet, and Jacob has a blessed amulet.
Yes.
Does Dad Toretto just, like, not love his daughter? Because not only is she not at the race, but also she never has a blessed amulet. So I don't know if that's...
We see a flashback young Mia in the following scene, actually. She doesn't have one then. Because when young Dom gets out of prison, he goes to a street race. Young Mia, young Letty, and young Jessie are there. Welcome back to the franchise,
my beloved
Jessie.
little fucking twinklet is back. Yes.
Hey, and young Vince as well. Yay!
Oh, hell yeah.
We have cast. That means we have casting for the whole original like crew, which means I'm sure we'll see like a prequel any day now.
It's getting probably they are fucking cooking it for sure. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
But I will say, here's what I will say. This would be where they'd put the meat market shots in.
Yeah.
And they don't.
They refuse to do. Woke finally
Everyone's
got them.
wearing big baggy jeans in these fucking shots now.
Everyone's kind of
their
dressed
asses
normal.
look so much better than if they were out.
People are dancing and they're having a good time, but they're just dressed normal. I'm like, you did it! We did it!
We did it, Reddit!
It took them 10 movies, but they did it.
It's gonna get better, baby. It's gonna get even more feminist in a few scenes' time. Like, Anita Sarkeesian giving this movie 2 thumbs up. Like, no, probably not.
I was on my knees at this point. I was near crying. I was like, are we going to get an emotionally charged street race in my fucking Fast and Furious movie?
We are!
Is it going to happen?
Comparing the meat market shot with the lack of meat market shot in this one and being like Los Angeles before the Islamic Revolution. Anyway, so Inshallah. He meets young Jake and he's like, I know what you did last summer, right?
Yeah.
You killed our dad. I am going to challenge you to an emotionally charged street race about this. Like from living your life a quarter mile at a time.
And if you win, you can just come back and we'll all be a family together. But if I win, you do not stop your car after the race. You keep driving and I never want to see you again as long as I live.
Yeah. Cool. And we see they do the street race. We do NOS again, if we remember.
This is original
NOS.
Yeah, they do the NOS. They do the classic, he did his NOS slightly too early. Dickhead.
And we reveal what the BDS in the BDS Dodge Charger stands for, which is brother deported speedily, because he just exiles his brother from LA County.
He does.
Brother spits his NOS too early and he coldly just starts his. Takes over. Jacob fucking goes, no, and just keeps driving. That's it.
Yeah.
Wow. Dom Toretto, the avatar of family, turned his back on his brother when he needed him the most.
Yeah.
Crazy. This is the moment he truly became Jacob Toretto.
Didn't even stop and check in whether he really actually did kill their dad. He's just, just get out.
Yeah, no.
Off you go.
Yeah, he uses Jacob's inability to like stand up for himself as proof that he did it, which younger brother, everybody knows that he's going to be able to stand up for himself so easily.
Yeah.
I also will say this is soundtracked by a remix, like a sample of "Breathe" by Prodigy. You fucked up. Don't do that, because when I heard the music start coming in, I was like, "Holy fuck! It's "Breathe" by Prodigy," and then it wasn't. It was some cunt rapping.
That's rapping. I mean, we know that rap rock is the most noble way of expressing your feelings, but in this case,
living my life a quarter mile at a time.
so
About to exile my brother. Yeah.
In the future, Dom has to go and confront, I forget his fucking name. I called him Baseball Capman in the thing.
Oh yeah, he goes to ask the
Who is
mechanic.
this
He's like, what's next location? And the mechanic's like, it's
Yeah.
London. It's London.
It's Michael Rooker. He
Go to
was there
London.
because he was their mechanic.
Mm.
He kind of raised
Yeah.
Jacob after Dom told him to fuck off, which is crazy because that guy was like 24 when he was told to fuck off. So I don't know how much more raising was left.
He offers Dom a Corona of regret, and Dom
He
doesn't
does.
drink it.
Dom doesn't drink it. He doesn't
crazy.
even drink his refreshing
Doesn't drink
Corona.
it.
He's so determined.
Mm.
That's crazy.
So they
His
split
iconic-
up, right? So
Corona.
Dom's going to London. Letty and Mia are going to Tokyo. For some reason, Tess, Roman, and Ramsey are going to Cologne. Not sure why, but whatever. So the gang's all split up.
They lump Tej, Roman, and Ramsey together too much. I just
Yeah, that's not great. So we go to I think we go to Tokyo first.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, we do Tokyo first, and we've got all right, we got a scene, and it's just Letty and Mia. Can we fucking land it?
Not
9,
yet.
10
Not yet,
movies.
we
can
can't.
we land it?
Not yet, we can't,
Not yet,
because
no.
they go to Han's old shop, which we remember was in the back of a nightclub, in the back of a karaoke bar.
They do have a chat.
But before they do, they do have a chat, and the thing that I love about this is that they're meant to be eating ramen, and it is
That's not yet.
essentially
That's not yet.
Oh,
That's
fuck, is that
later.
what
It is.
Yeah, that's
No,
later.
they do. No, they have the chat, and then they see the flag.
okay, yeah.
At the end of the
But
chat,
that's
and
later.
then go into the house.
First, they go to Han's old
Is
shop, which is in back of a nightclub, which is in back of a karaoke bar. And we have this scene where they're like, how did Mr. Nobody know Han? And then it's like, fucking Giselle was in Mossad. Whatever. Fuck it.
Okay.
Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, okay, fucking, we'll talk about this here. Because there's a bit where Mr. Nobody says something like, when I was running the Central American drug trade,
Yeah.
good times. When I was running the Native American, that's not right. When I was running
South American.
when I was running.
Running the Native American drug trade was a different CIA department. When I was
Yeah.
running the South
be fair,
American
they
drug
also
trade
did that.
as part of the CIA,
I ran the whole thing, yeah.
Giselle was helping me because it was a joint Mossad CIA operation.
She was my best agent, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, cool, that's the good guys, by the way. That's
It's also crazy that this is one of those things where it's like, this can have been a conspiracy theory for like 70 years, and then it gets put in Fast 9.
fast.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
like,
oh, the CIA was trafficking cocaine in order to start the crack epidemic and fund the fucking Contras. People used to get killed for saying that shit. Anyway.
Yeah, it's been long enough now that you can be like, yeah, we did that. It's fine.
Then they have a chat, and what we get
Then they have a
is,
chat.
Yes, they
is
go
a
for
kind
ramen,
of staring contest between two actresses to see how long they can make it before having to use chopsticks on camera or be filmed eating anything. Like, it's
Good for her.
crazy.
Yeah.
They're just stirring it. They're both stuck there just stirring the box.
Yeah.
So good.
It's really funny.
I think Mia loses this one by eating a single radish with the chopsticks. It's
That'll do.
really good.
Good
And
for
then
you.
they see
Good for you.
see a Mexican flag hanging
Not
up
yet.
in a
Not
window.
yet. They don't. So
God
in this
damn it!
in this scene, Mia says, "Oh yeah, I stayed in touch with Jacob for a little while. Yeah." It's like, "Oh, that's crazy." And then she says to Letty, "How are you feeling?" And we get Bechdel test pass, baby. We did it. We did it. Two women with names talking to each other about something other than a man. We fucking did it.
Oh my god.
Feminism final victory.
20 hours of film.
2021
It's like three
women
sentences.
are people.
She spends exactly 3 sentences talking about herself and being like, the action legitimately is the juice for me, before she talks about her like adoptive son Brian. And it's like, okay, fine, but like,
that counts.
oh,
We
for a
count it.
beautiful moment there, we had
Women
it.
are people.
Woo! They have internality.
Going to your therapist and being like, yeah, I think for my mum, the action really was the juice. I think my mum was kind of like a Wayne Grow. Like,
My mom was kind of a Wayne Grow.
my mum had Wayne Grow personality disorder.
Found in the wilderness and raised by Wayne Grows.
Yeah, my mum was big into the heisting scene. She gave like Wayne Grow by proxy.
This is just one battle after another. Anyway, that
Yes,
is
it
just
is.
flatly true. That is
Shit,
one battle after
you're so
another.
right. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
If I had
But
to
then
summarize
they-
that movie in a sentence, it's my mom had Wayne Grow disorder.
Oh,
They see
I
a
will defend it to
Mexican
the end.
flag.
They
That's a
see
great
a
movie,
Mexican
yeah.
flag and they go, oh, Han always said that Tokyo was his Mexico.
Yeah.
Do you not think maybe a Mexican guy could just be living there?
No,
Yeah.
they find the
No,
only,
that has to be Han. Okay.
the only Mexican flag in Tokyo. And
I guess it was overlooking his favorite ramen shop or something. Who gives a fuck? But, like,
yeah,
come on.
Yeah.
Anyway.
They have a long fight scene. Or do we cut to?
We
do
do the rocket thing first. If
Yeah.
we
Sure.
Well, let's do the rocket thing because we
let's
cut
do
to
rocket.
we cut to what we're told in titles is the Yane Jet Propulsion Test Site, which is an interesting name, right? I know they just made it up for the movie, but I cannot but attribute that to Sigmund Yane, the only East German cosmonaut, and therefore am forced to conclude that in the Fast and Furious timeline, Germany was reunified by East Germany. And
yes, I'm willing to believe that.
Canon. That's all of these are communists.
Write it down. If you're listening to this right now, that's canon. That's going in
Big
with that's
DDR.
immediately
Yes.
plugging that straight into the hallucination layer. You're right.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
Oh my god, that means The Rock killed like 50 Volkspolizei with a magnet in like a couple of minutes. Anyway.
Also, Hedwig and the Angry Inch never happened. Wait, no, it did happen.
It did happen.
Because she went east. Great. Perfect. Also,
Phenomenal.
we see Lucas Black, Twink,
Yes.
and Earl, all from
Sean
Tokyo Drift,
Boswell.
looking...
Old.
yeah.
The roughest 23-year-old I've ever seen in my life.
This
Yeah.
is something that I say every day looking in the mirror. Twink is old now. It's crazy.
Twink.
Right?
I did not
Twink
recognize him at first.
Well, the other thing is, as he's confronted, we find out that he stopped going by Twink. He experienced Twink death.
Yeah.
Presumably, he goes by Twunk now or something.
Well, this is also the
He's not a
closest I think
twunk.
the franchise comes to acknowledging the existence of gay
Not
people
a-
because like Tej and Roman make fun of him. They're like, you used to be called Twink, and he's like, I don't get called that anymore. And it's like, okay, so we're acknowledging that's a
Yeah,
funny
me
thing
either,
to
buddy.
call someone.
Like,
Yeah. Mhm.
Don't acknowledge homosexuality in these movies. That's the fourth rail. It keeps the tension alive.
Lucas Black is trying to honor Charlie Kirk because he has built an
He
entire
is.
car just to carry the flame.
Mhm.
He has
It's
taken
so good.
he's taken a Pontiac Fiero and put a rocket engine on it, and they're racing it against a fighter jet. But the fighter jet is a MiG-15. Look up what the NATO reporting name is for that. It's a good time. But also, that's a Soviet jet. This is East Germany, Fast and Furious. Germany's communist. It's communist here.
Okay. Cool. Not entirely sure why Tej, Roman, and Ramsey went to see him.
That's funny.
But all right.
I'd tell this guy to head on down a fatberg.
Yeah. In London. Oh,
Yes.
They go to see him and they're like, okay, like they go, we need some wheels, and the guys go, all right, well the fucking Honda dealership's like 300 miles that way. I don't know why the hell you're here. And they go, Dom Toretto sent us, and they play the like Marvel music.
Bum,
It's like,
bum,
Dom
bum,
Toretto,
bum.
and then they undercut it because one of them goes, who's Dom Toretto? And that's
Yeah.
also Marvel shit. That's Marvel
Yeah.
again. Like,
Yeah.
you're just, it's
Yeah.
formulaic. I'm gonna kill you.
In London, we go
In Minecraft,
to
maybe.
Boodles.
Mhm.
And
Landon.
Ellen fucking Mirren.
Here
Once
she
again-
There's
is.
a fancy party taking place at Brittles. It would have been really funny to have the meat market shots here.
They should have done it. Just cut across the arse.
Just look, everyone in Boodles with their midriffs out. It would have been really fucking funny.
Fuck. Oh, that would have been so.
Ellen fucking Mirren.
Alan fucking Mirren.
She's been on the rob. She's been robbing this place. And meets Dom.
They get to do a scene together. Good for them.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
good. Like finally getting to do a scene with the guy who runs your like D&D campaign.
Mhm.
And
It's nice.
Yeah, they actually had the money that they could film in London instead of Glasgow for London now. So we get like a chase sequence. We get my favorite gender, sad cop siren when a cop car is damaged.
Helen Mirren jumps in a purple McLaren and is like tearing shit up, and it's like a funny gag because she drives
Notably,
fast.
she also says, "You looking for one of my sons?" Acknowledging finally the second son. He's back
Yeah.
in the good graces. Plaid
Yeah,
Cymru, the biggest party in Wales.
Yeah,
He's back.
yay!
She knows which way the fucking winds are blowing. That's all.
Yeah. Well, the problem is that like Deckard is 100% a reform voter, right? But so she only
God,
respects
yeah.
women.
Sure.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah.
So like that's the modern political split in the Shaw family. Is the daughter is green, Deckard is reform,
sure.
Owen is Plaid. Yeah.
So they shouldn't have ever sent Owen off to the like fucking orphanarium for evil brothers. They did the same thing to Jacob in this movie, actually.
Yeah, for real. So she genuinely
That's where
has
I
to
went
get
to
through
school as well.
She has to get through a scene being like, "Oh, you had a secret evil brother," without acknowledging the plot point that she also had a son who had a secret evil brother.
Yeah.
Look, if I have two sons, I really hope one of them gets to be the secret evil son. That sounds great. That sounds like a good time, actually.
Yeah.
When I transitioned, my brothers had to flip a coin.
You've got to desiccate one as well. You've got to choose which one to send off to the orphanarium.
It was difficult for me because my parents were kind of unconventional with it in that they sent me to the secret evil brother orphanarium even though I didn't have any siblings. So I'm just kind of out there looking for revenge, but I'm not really clear about like who.
I'm the author of someone's pain.
Yeah,
I'm not sure who.
I've been authoring pain all over the shop, but to be honest, it's
Never
kind of...
met
I've been authoring pain left, right, and center.
I authored it remotely.
the pain is more of a to whom it may concern at this point. Like, I don't even know.
I'm starting to suspect the author of My Pain used AI to write it, because a lot of it's bollocks.
So she's like, "Oh yeah, you've got to go to next location."
Yeah, Edinburgh.
Yeah. This is kind of cute. She's like, "Oh yeah, some guy did show up and buy a bunch of weapons off of a beautiful local seller." He's like, "Was it you?" And she's like, "Look, I mean,
a shadowy Ellen Mirren shaped informant.
Gotta do what you gotta do." Then she drops him off at
next location,
the hideout. Next location.
Yeah. Well, it's a big mansion.
Smart.
There's a party going on.
They
There's
do a
dancers who are like
subdued
sexy,
meat
but
market.
it's like bodycon dresses rather than TNA, and I'm like, okay.
It's sort of like an echo of the meat market. It's like the meat market with the sort of suppressor screwed onto the muzzle. It's it's odd, right? Because they do need for plot for this to be like sexy women.
There's sexy women here, but they just don't. I don't know. It's odd. It feels like it's been sanded off.
Instead, we spend the time on a cameo from Cardi B.
Oh, that comes later. We'll get to that. And I'm going to shoot myself when we do.
Yeah,
we roll up, and Otto, the Euro chaser from Lovely Lady RPG, is there, being like, "Here's my backstory, by the way. My dad is a dictator. I've got infinite money. I own all of this shit." And Dom's like, "Okay, where's Jacob? I didn't ask."
Yeah. So he takes him to see his brother. And if they want to be doing Bond, it's so
Bond.
It's so No Time to Die. It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's all just
is.
like lush lighting and like slowly pulling through something. And I will say, John Cena does great.
We remember fucking Christoph Waltz was Bond's evil brother.
Yeah.
John Cena does great as fake Bond. Like
he does.
Yeah.
He's like, "I was the author of all your pain."
Turns out I was the author of all your pain.
Yeah, crazy,
it was
right?
me.
It's like, okay.
And then when Dom pulls a gun on him, Otto is like, "Here's here's two things that aren't how this works." Because
guess what? My dad's a head of state. This is an embassy.
No, it's not.
So that means that what you just did was storming into my country and trying to kidnap someone. So I got my boys from NATO here, and a bunch of NATO guys will come
It's
in.
like Interpol.
Interpol, it is.
Because like normal cops aren't cool enough to arrest Dom.
Yeah. Guess what, fuckhead? Yeah. This is a church. I consecrated it just before you walked in. Now you're going to hell.
Consecrated that shit before I walked in the tabernacle.
So then he gets taken away by the guys.
But then they take off their masks, and it turns out because he did run into Cardi B outside the party, and then she takes off her helmet. It's Cardi B again, and then all the people, it's all the sexy ladies who are dancing. It's like, we all work for Helen Mirren. Also, Cardi B is playing herself, by the way. She's not playing a character; she's just herself.
This is the second all-girl tactical unit in this universe, but the first one was, I guess, busy. So
they just
you're
have
right.
them, I guess. Yeah.
This is a world in which Germany is unified under the banner of communism, and there are like all-girl tactical units just fucking zip tying people. I think I may have hallucinated this one. Like I don't know.
It's gone past the John Wick event horizon, hasn't it? Between like it's like what happens in John Wick in between the second and third movies, where it goes from being a like plausibly undercover secret world to being everyone in the world is a spy now. Everyone in the world is a spy now in Fast and Furious.
We will do the John Wick movies.
I can't fucking wait. That's the longest movie I'm ever going to ask you to watch.
Cardi B even says, like, if it weren't for you, Dom Toretto, I'd still be stealing gas in the Dominican Republic, which, like, okay. I don't know, that's a weird backstory
over here
to
in
imply
Germany
that, like, Dom Toretto gave Cardi B her music career, but okay, okay.
No, that's canon. Yeah, he definitely did.
All of these girls also are models, fairly clearly, I would say, because they look like models. And so what you have is like a truck full of bored models hanging out in tactical gear, which again is sort of what it would look like at mine if I won the lottery. Like there would be signs.
Just hanging out,
Yeah.
Sure.
Not saying or doing anything.
No.
Good for her. You know what, Cardi B, if you fucking try, you can be in this series 10 movies from now if you genuinely dig your heels in. Ludacris did it. You can do it.
The other thing she does is she gives Dom Toretto a gun which has Jacob's fingerprints on it. This will be important in 2 scenes time where we do some bullshit with that.
I fully don't remember this. So we go back to Japan again.
Here we go.
Mia and Letty have done some breaking and entering on this flat with a Mexican flag. Cool.
Now, here's my problem. If you have a scene that's got 2 women in it, you could break the Bechdel test there. Good work. Good right for you. If you have a scene with 3 women in it and it's all of your women, I know that you've just been like, let's do a woman plot.
Yeah.
It's like, let's make them do a woman mission over here.
When they talk about female-only spaces for women and girls, right, what they mean is the C plot of Fast 9.
Yeah, it would just be so simple to swap them over. But
because as they're breaking in, some goons follow them in. They have to fight the goons. Letty gets kind of a fight scene. It's kind of
Mia gets to fight.
Numbers.
Mia does some fighting.
Mia's a character in the movie. We did it.
They do something that would have been charming 8 movies ago, where she's reaching to fight a guy in the kitchen and she hits him with the first thing she can find, which is a ladle, and she gets a little reaction shot off of that, Indiana Jones style, then hits him with a frying pan. It's kind of cute.
And then this teenage girl also appears and kicks ass. This is Elle. Her name is Elle.
She really
write
does
a single note about her. She's not important.
She does kick ass in a Marvel way.
Important, but she's not
flips. Yeah.
And then as they're escaping, right, that a sniper starts shooting goons, and I go, oh, they made Han Garrus Vicarian Mass Effect 2.
They fucking did.
Cool. And it's Han!
And it's Han, and he's alive. And I wrote, and with that, Frank Transporter has been entirely redeemed. Every misdeed from his backstory has been shown to have not happened.
I wish that the mid-credits scene did not cut away, because I actually genuinely wanted to see what he was going to say when they came face to face again.
They returned him to innocence. It's crazy. He's been lying. All right, sunshine. Just went back to my hometown. It's the same. Just got in the same river. No problem.
It's the same, so am I.
It's the same, so am I. Nothing's different.
Han is alive. It's crazy.
Cool.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the scene hair anymore. He's got normal adult hair, which happens to all of us in the end.
I hate that.
It's really
grow the
brutal.
scene hair right now.
Yeah.
I know.
So everybody but the girls converges on Edinburgh Castle, where the bad guys are already heisting the second half of the MacGuffin. John Cena's ziplining around Edinburgh like it's fucking Attack on Titan.
It's really crazy.
Funny.
How long is the fucking zip?
I don't know.
He's just here for the zip line.
Yeah, nobody's like, who the is that John Cena ziplining around Edinburgh?
They're like, he's not on any of the roads, and there's a bit where Don goes like, he's not using roads, and we just see him ziplining.
Yeah. It is
it's
like
so
Attack
good.
on Titan, yeah.
I have a long laundry list of things to say about the Edinburgh scene, starting with the fact that in the establishing shot, they have to speed up the trains coming into Waverley to make them look less shit.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's so funny.
They're tracking John Cena's location using his biometric signature, which is bollocks. That's what the gun was for?
Yeah, bollocks.
Yeah. They're heisting the other half of the power cube using 2 guys disguised as delivery drivers. But they don't know that. And so what kind of functionally happens is that Roman is in Britain for 10 minutes, and then the sort of ambient airborne desire to attack delivery drivers just seizes him.
That's very true. That's very real. That's real.
DPD, kill him, right? Sorry you were out, I'll kill you.
Yeah. Every more like never.
None.
Just like, this is a man who has not been radicalized by a Ring doorbell footage of his parcel of like porcelain being thrown over his garden fence, but instead just like picks up on the vibes here.
DPD, definitive personnel destruction.
He does also describe this as Where's Waldo in Harry Potter world, which I think may be
Fuck
giving
you,
J.K.
buddy.
Rowling too much credit for her influence over Edinburgh. Although, to be fair, kind of bits the role model is Harry Potter world.
The reason he spots these henchmen is that they have cauliflower ears, and he's like, they must fight a lot. And it's like, you are in Scotland, man. Like, people play rugby here, you know?
It's really good to racially profile in the area, but doesn't know anything about it. He sees two barristers who's like, these motherfuckers are out here wearing like George Washington wigs. I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah.
We're also sleeping on the sexiest car in the whole movie, which is, of course, the Police Scotland Skoda Octavia that's in the background of two shots.
That's a real man's vehicle. Also, Ramsey, in all the shots of Ramsey where she's on her fucking laptop, directly behind her in all the shots is KJB listeners' point of pilgrimage, the alcove that I stayed in that one night in Edinburgh.
The alcove
on screen. Like, that's the alcove.
Hell yeah.
That is, minor pilgrimage to
nice of them to give us a little wry nod, because we've been really watching these movies, so that's good.
Yeah, we put the hours in. Sure. We also discover in this sequence that Ludacris is a talented actor, but not a particularly good action performer, because it's notable that like Roman is a much better fighter here.
Yeah, they're like fighting guys in the back of the truck, and then in order to chase fucking Otto, Ramsey has to drive the truck, and she doesn't drive, which is cute. This is something for like girly girls. It's also very transgender.
Yeah, she's on the phone with Vin Diesel being like, listen, I live in London. You don't really have to drive when you're in London. I never learned it. That's fun,
But so while Vin Diesel is chasing John Cena down the zip line, Ramsey is driving the truck. And because we're actually filming in Edinburgh, I get taken out by seeing Las Iguanas.
I did note down Las Iguanas.
It's a weirdly long shot
like
of Las Iguanas. There's like a Pret, and this is where I finally get to say, in my country, you can get an everyday meal deal at Pret for £6, gay boy.
Yes!
Yeah, we did it.
We did it.
We'll be waiting a long time for them to be in Cardiff, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But in the back of this vehicle is this huge electromagnet setup, and we begin what becomes quite fun over the course of this movie. Something I will give it, the electromagnet bullshit, which starts now and does not end until the end of the movie.
It's like they can make cars do impossible things, and they're like pulling stuff through walls and so on.
They're pulling shit, and they use it to like disrupt the fucking electronics so that John Cena can steal a bunch of shit.
Yeah, it also explains why the goons don't just shoot them, because the guns get pulled out of their hands, so they have to fight hand to hand.
Yes.
At one point, John Cena presses triangle next to a Scottish civilian, and we get an ADR line of a man going, "That's my card, pal." Like
all of the Scottish civilians are so heavily accented.
It's really good.
Just what it feels like.
Besides the Las Iguanas, there is one Edinburgh detail that, as a Scotland resident of many years, pleases me, which is Otto is driving, right, and he has to pick up John Cena after a fight scene in which he and Vin Diesel are fighting through my living room for some reason.
Yeah,
and he misreads the map and is left driving
He's
up
a street too low down.
No, literally,
it's really
Houghton
funny.
Road, which is crossed by Waterloo Place, except the crossing is a bridge there's no access from. A mistake I have made the first time I went to Edinburgh. Very pleasing.
I did write legitimate Edinburgh moment.
I'm being pandered to. Thank you.
Here's right. Okay, let's say I'll be kind about this one scene, because I'm going to be very mean for the rest of this. This one sequence is really fun and well thought out, and I had a great time watching it.
It's a fun gimmick.
There's moments
really good.
of cool shit.
I love the magnet. I loved the zip lining. It was all good. It was all great. It was really fun.
At the end of it, they capture John Cena. Cool.
They capture John Cena by using the magnets, like pull him through a building. Sick. Really cool.
Fun.
Then they ruin it for me by immediately having Otto do some fucking movie lines.
Yeah, we get some postmodern filmmaking, because Otto is trading Star Wars references with Charlize Theron in the laser cage.
And Charlize Theron literally says to him, if this was a movie, this would be the point where the villain suffers a minor setback and overcorrects and makes a mistake. And I wrote, well, I mean, I've said it like 15 times so far. If you haven't bleeped it yet, bleep it now. Kill yourself. Kill yourself now. Stop making these movies.
This is something that could be something, because we're dabbling with the kind of postmodern sort of awareness that you're in a movie. It's interesting if Roman Pierce is like, holy shit, I can't die. I'm going to start testing the limits of this world, like at like episode 2 of Life on Mars.
It's kind of fun, yeah.
Or by the same token, Cypher being the only person who knows that she's in a movie, but instead it's like kind of just, it's Whedon-esque. It's annoying.
It's like lines.
I felt
it's
sorry
so
for Charlize Theron in this scene because she's a good actor. And I'm like, oh, it's not nice to treat actors that way. To make them say stuff
also,
like that.
Really
but so also is like, because he gets like epically Sigma owned by her, he's like, I'm gonna do some more references. Hire like Chewbacca and the Millennium Falcon to find John Cena. And this struck me as probably realistic in that if you are a mercenary in this day and age, you probably do end up having to work for a rich guy who's read it.
Almost certainly. Every rich guy's read it now. It's a shame. Or Twitter. Oh God.
Oh yeah, could be worse. Yeah. Meanwhile, back at Family HQ in the Caspian, they imprison John Cena.
Family HQ.
And then Han, Letty, and Mia rolls up, so everyone's back together. Also, the kid is here.
Oh my God, Han's alive.
Oh my God, Han's alive.
Oh my God.
Almost enough time spent.
And we get this scene where they're like, Han, how the fuck are you alive? And he's like, well, okay, when Gal Gadot died, I went and I hung out with a bunch of teenagers for a while in Tokyo, which is really weird. And then Mr. Nobody visited, told me that he used to run the drug trade in Central America with Mossad. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
He got me to steal the Ares technology from some scientists. It was Man from Uncle Shit. This scientist couple made it. They had a daughter. They immediately got Batmaned by a car bomb, and then goons attacked. So I saved the daughter, raised her as my own, taught her to be a ninja. Her DNA is the key to unlock Ares. And then when Frank Transporter came to assassinate me, we used that as cover for me to slip away so that no one could ever find Ares. And I'm like, okay, so.
That's really good. Frank thought he was killing me for real.
Canonically. That means that Han got 2/3 of the way through the plot of Tokyo Drift and then was like, yeah, I'm done with this. I'm out.
Sooner fake my death than hang out with these teenagers for a second.
I'm fucking done. I don't give a shit about anything. He share zoned on Lucas Black. Was just like, yeah, you go finish the movie. I'm done.
I just hit the bricks.
Yeah.
That has got to be the single most retcon scene in television history. Like every one of these movies has featured at least one like new angle of that attack. Like Han's car exploding.
If I were Lucas Black, I would be quite angry at
I would too.
At Han.
I was genuinely worried they would spend the entire movie and just not have them ever meet, and they basically
because that would be like, that changed the trajectory of my life.
Yeah, I'm making fucking rocket cars in liberated East-West Germany.
I was so stressed out by it that I aged 20 years.
I became the Drift King of Tokyo because I thought you died?
I did it for you.
I mourned you like Charlie Kirk, you son of a bitch. So
I carried your flame.
So I'm thinking, right, that like this is like a really impactful dramatic thing we're setting up for, right? I'm so excited to see this in the movie, to have that confrontation, to have Lucas Black finally pay off all of the stuff from like the previous movies and really like experience growth and process that grief and that trauma.
They don't even fucking tell him.
That'll be good. We'll get to that.
They don't even warn him until Han walks in at the end. They don't even be like, by the way, Lucas, there's something we got to tell you, man. It's a surprise. Fuck.
Yeah.
Sure.
But so
all right.
Obviously the mercenaries find them, right? And they and all of their guns they and all of their guns crowd into the room with the electromagnet. Just fill in the rest of the fucking scene yourself.
So fucking I hate it. I really liked that last sequence, and then they had the like, if this was a movie dialogue, and then they had the thing where Mr. Nobody was like, when I was running the Native American drug trade, I fucking it's like, it's so
you do
evil.
Not want to know. You do not want to know some of the packages Windlifter was carrying for the CIA.
Oh my god.
oh Windlift. It's like, oh, I want to like your movie, but you're just so evil. Like, stop making the movie be evil, please. Well, at least Gal Gadot is really dead.
At this point, Dom confronts Jacob and is like, why did you kill our dad? And he says, Dad ordered me to sabotage the car so that he could throw the race because we were in debt. I didn't know it was going to explode, but the idea was to throw the race. And my notes say, I'd have driven slower.
I also would have done that.
Honestly,
maybe.
really good. Yeah.
There were easier ways, safer ways to do that.
One of the other problems... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say 1:32:06 official time of villain did nothing wrong.
Yes,
we will begin. He will be coming into the family from the now.
No one can ever have malign motives. Ever.
He didn't do anything wrong.
He didn't do anything wrong. It's another Vegeta.
Next movie, we're gonna figure out why Cypher was like that. Like, it's just, it's...
What is she?
All of these villains are fresh as babes.
Is she your fucking cousin?
Yeah.
Crazy.
But so, they use the electromagnet. They fling everybody across the room. John Cena escapes with Osso. Fucking Dom has to like hold off the like waves of goons by throwing them into the bottomless pit, the Darth Maul pit.
Yeah,
he banes a guy.
He's killing people in this one. He's killing people.
He banes a guy off. Yeah,
he does. He banes
this
him
guy
off completely.
He kills a bunch of people, and then when he is unable to continue defeating them, he pulls the pillars down like Samson on himself.
Yes, I also wrote this down. Yeah. And so as he falls to it turns out the bottomless pit isn't bottomless. Like that.
No,
green
there's
text.
water down there, and as we know, when you're going fast enough, water acts kind of like a cushion, so he's fine.
What he goes is he goes to the reverie dimension where he remembers
he experiences
his dad.
A vision using the car force and realizes that everything Jacob just told him is right. Even the bits that he wasn't there for, he remembers those too.
He goes to his memory palace. He's like working on the car with his dad, and his dad is telling him like, see Dom, that cars like this Dodge Charger are immortal, like the determination of the Palestinian resistance. They're gonna keep on through the generations.
Iconic BDS Dodge Charger origins as well. Now, bear in mind, this is like 1975. So when Jack Toretto says that he stands unequivocally with Palestinian resistance, he's talking about like the PLO. He's talking about Black September.
Yeah, he was like a PFLP guy.
He's talking about the Munich Olympic massacre. He's like, I believe in that. He was
the
smart.
first guy to put like a full like color spray paint art of Layla Khaled on the side of his van. Like
he was locked in.
He was about that shit. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Jacob's hanging out with Hillary Clinton. Yeah.
And finally, Letty comes into his memory palace and hits him with a mercy overwatch, and rescues him.
So good. He's like, I remember my dad actually was in debt, and I did hear him say Jacob now just before I came over to him on that fateful day.
And I did see him sabotage the engine, even though I wasn't standing there and didn't have that angle on it. I remembered it very close up, actually. Really weird. Yeah. 4K.
It's all animus shit. And he's like, oh no, I turned my back on family just when it needed me the most.
Yeah,
this is like Dom Toretto's original sin. They're trying to cast it as
Cool.
So now we got to go to Georgia.
Yeah, because we figure out that in order to activate, they've got all the pieces of the thing now, but in order to activate it, they're going to have to launch a pirate satellite, right? So we're going to have to stop them on the ground and retrieve the orb and L. And someone's going to have to go into space to stop the satellite, but in order to do that, we'd need some kind of rocket.
Some kind of car with some kind of Pontiac Fiero with a fucking jet engine attached to it. I wonder if any one racist has one of those. Oh, I got someone on the Rolodex actually. All right, let's head on out to fucking liberated West Germany.
So they do. They do. But they fully just launch Roman and
get
Tej
fired into space.
They shoot Tej and Roman into space. There is a shot where Roman is looking out over the beautiful blue marble and like coming to terms with his place in the universe. And I don't know, maybe the whole movie franchise was worth it just to get that shot. Maybe it was all worth it.
It's very, very fun. I mean,
it's really fucking good.
This is a good time for Roman to have that existential crisis, right? To be like, am
I immortal?
Like, I just pop the door right now. I wouldn't die. Something would happen to me, right? Like,
he's doing William Shatner mode in space.
Yeah. Meanwhile, because Georgia won the Who Can Give Fast 9 the biggest tax break thing, we are in Georgia, we're in Tbilisi, where they are launching the satellite into space and also doing at least 3 of the earlier movies. You know how in every other Fast and Furious movie, it's like we got the bad guys in like an armored truck command center, and like one of the crew have been captured and is in the back of it. There are a bunch of like evil black BMWs escorting it. Like,
you're telling me there's an articulated computers lorry in this sequence? That's fucking crazy. Wow. I remember that from the other 8 movies.
The truck, enemy of the Carmen.
Oh,
enemy
of the...
Yeah. At one point, Mia attacks the driver of one of the trucks. Mia earns herself a technical crime scene.
Yeah, so does Han. Han also gets one.
Yeah, the family attack, and their cars have electromagnets in, so it's quite inventive the way they can like. Also the magnets can also repel metal, which I don't think you can do that.
Functionally, this is car bending.
Yeah, they do car. They use the car force and car bend. Yeah.
Electromagnets. Okay, fine, whatever.
Fucking magnets. How do they work?
How do they work? They work like this. Whatever. Who cares? Maybe. Yeah. It's like this movie takes place in a universe where this is how magnets work. Fine.
The way they defeat the Mighty Joe, the guy who doesn't even get a Mr. Surname named,
doesn't get a line,
is just by like putting fucking him, attaching him to the door with the electromagnet of the truck and forcing him out in a way that pulls the pin on the grenade that's in his vest. Thus perfect. Okay. And he does perfectly hit the Steve Harvey when he finds out the plasma grenade on his knee cannot be disarmed. Reacts.
Sorry.
Damn. That's not the Mighty Joe,
They are doing some crazy shit with fucking cars in this. Dom does something incredible with the magnets. There's a bit where, and by the way, they all betray Jacob anyway, so he doesn't even has to like break with them. They just like
gets on the team's call with the bad guys. Is like, by the way, we put Charlize Theron and her doofy ass haircut in charge, and she said, computers say that you got to betray Jacob because family's all in your brains, Morty. And then then Mighty Joe fights Jacob on top of a truck, and then Dom has to save him.
Yeah, and they have to rescue John Cena, and like both Mia and Dom independently like trust him to like get in a car.
Yeah,
they save him by like spinning a car around, and it like catches him falling and delivers him at Mia. It's ridiculous. It's fucking magic at a stage.
This is 100% the bit that opens White Noise about the joy and optimism of the car crash in American movies.
Like a little bit though. Right?
So they rescue John Cena, and he immediately plugs...
There is a bit that I like, which is where the bad guys open fire, and there are civilians in the way, and Dom heroically positions his car between the bad guys and the civilians. I'm like, that is a moment of actual heroism. You have like, that's anti-violence, that is self-sacrifice, and he did it with a car. Good, nice, we like it.
So John Cena plugs nearest zip line into his car's GPS and like books it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he leaves. He's out.
Mia forgives John Cena. Also, there's nothing to forgive.
The way they do this is by doing the driving stare from Too Fast, Too Furious.
They do, yeah.
The very meaningful looks while you're driving. And then in order to destroy the truck, they have to, because this is a wrestling movie, suplex the truck.
Yeah, they do.
They suplex the truck, yeah.
They can't do it until... Suddenly, John Cena comes back and helps them do it.
No one's fast enough. John Cena comes Magnus, your time is up. I flip the car. Yeah, okay. And it
boom.
Fine. It's fine.
Cool. Great.
Shall we talk about the fellas in space?
Yeah, in space. The big timer towards bad is ticking up, and because
the orb is glowing green.
Yeah, Roman is like, I don't need your science. I drive. So like, I'm going to drive us to the satellite, which he does. And then when Tej's tech fails them, he has his crisis, right? Where he's like, well, no, we're not invincible.
Yeah, maybe we're not invincible.
Die at any time, and we've just been lucky, and this is kind of crazy, and maybe we have to do something where we won't survive, and this is...
Wouldn't it be really good if they had just sacrificed their fucking lives?
What if we just die? And the movie is begging me to care at this point. I guess it's
or if Roman had survived and Ludacris had been killed by Roman's decision, wouldn't that be interesting?
They've got me locked into like an ECG. They're monitoring me. They're going, we could kill Ludacris right now. We might kill him. And there's nothing. There's not a spark happening. I'm like,
yeah.
Do it. Equilibrium, just
do it.
Nothing.
Kill him right now.
It would have been good. Like you could next film, Roman could have been on a pacifist arc because he's understood the importance of human life and how his decisions can kill people. Yeah. No, they don't. They both survive. They destroy the satellite. They're both fine.
Nah, they run it over. There's a bit where Lucas Black goes altitude, and I thought that was really good, but that was the best part of the scene.
But then Cypher appears in the stealth jet to steal Ares with a big magnet. So Dom presses triangle on the big truck and then throws it at her.
He has to
the plane.
Become the truck driver for a second, right?
He does,
because the new
Dom
enemy
does
is plane, which is like, even greater foe than truck.
Evil stealth plane. Yeah.
Yeah. He does throw the truck at her, and we get a brief thing that makes you think, like, again, it's trying to get your attention, like, oh, we just killed Charlize Theron.
Oh, maybe Charlize Theron's
care about that? That lasts a shot before
she
they
touched
reveal.
The amulet.
Yeah, like if you die in Microsoft Flight Simulator, you don't die in real life.
She was in it was a drone. She was in an video arcade operating.
Oh, that's fine. She's the drones woman. That's fine.
So she walks away so she can be the villain in a later one if they pay her more money.
She walks away so she can do exactly this in the next one. I can't wait to see how the villain in the next one didn't do anything wrong and then fucking Cypher takes over to be the villain. Great. Awesome.
I support actresses getting the bag. Well done, Charlize Theron. Get that
Shout
check,
out.
girl.
I hope your haircut is even more fuck ass in the next one.
Yeah.
I hope you have the worst
I
shit
have
ever.
horrible news. I've checked and it's normal. They just give her a side shave. They just give her a side shave. She looks pretty good. It's
We've got John Cena's suicide card to look forward to. You'll know when you see it.
I wanted to see Charlize Theron in with the Don King white afro.
God, yeah.
Like something like a ponytail with nothing else. Like it's attached just at the ponytail.
God,
the skullet.
But give me a skullet. Alas, by the way, Otto, the Euro pervert, he dies when she hits the
what the
car,
fuck happens to him? Oh, okay, does he die? Okay, cool.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Really?
Oh, was it that him at the end?
There's a post-credit scene that's weirdly horny about that.
I wasn't sure if that was him or not.
Oh, that was him! Okay.
Don't worry, I'll explain everything. But
anyway.
In space, on the International Space Station, they see Roman and Tej floating in space. And they go to rescue them.
We get 2 lines from the astronauts in the ISS, one of which is funny, where one of them goes, is that a Pontiac Fieri? Which that's quite funny.
That's funny. That's a funny line. Leave it there.
Yeah.
Instead, one of the other guys, they come out, they're wearing like yellow space suits that expand a little bit because of the air pressure differential. And this French lass, she goes, why do they look like minions?
That's great. That's amazing.
That's really fucking funny, man. That's so cool.
So now we have to do our kind of like court-ordered barbecue where everybody has to. We finally
we gotta do the Mass Effect party at the end. We have to every fucking movie.
This is when Han walks in and Lucas Black is like, "What the fuck? My whole life has been a lie.
I mourn for you."
You were my brother.
It's like, how are you
I thought
alive?
you died.
And Han's like, it's a long story. Also, wow, dude, you look way older.
You look fucking haggard, bro. What's wrong?
Well, shit. Sorry, it's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah. Guess I haven't seen you in 500 years.
Must have taken my death really hard. Sorry, I didn't say anything to you.
Because this is the buckets to catch any interactions they forgot to do in the movie, like maybe Han meeting the guy who was his protege and had thought he died.
Also, weirdly, Santos, one of the Spanish-speaking guys, is here and Leo isn't. So I'm like, did that actor get cancelled? Is he also dead? What happened there? Never mind.
I didn't look into this. Maybe he also has beef with
we sprinkle some Christianity over this because
we love
Dom
to.
Is like, little Brian, your mum is in Brazilian heaven, but you are old enough now to say grace, which in a final victory for Protestantism is just what's in your heart, you know?
Just say whatever.
Letty carries little Brian. I'm like, no, Michelle Rodriguez, put it down, it's a trap.
Letty carries him, but specifically goes, your mother, when talking to him.
Your mother would be proud of you.
It's like points to things like, that's where I first met your mother. And it's really funny because it is where she first met your mother at the fucking barbecue at the end of a movie. Because they just did the same scene where they just sorted all the relationships they hadn't done yet out.
Your mother, who is not me, by the way. I don't give a shit about
your
you.
Mother, not me. I don't give a fuck about you. You are
The longer it goes, the weirder it gets not to have killed off Brian big, Brian, because
Yeah.
they leave a
He
chair
rocks
for
up.
him like Elijah, and before they can say grace, they're like, oh, he's on his way, and his iconic
But unlike Elijah,
skyline.
his
Yeah.
iconic skyline rocks up.
Yeah.
The Prophet
It's the
Elijah's
Lego.
iconic Nissan skyline. parks
Holy
outside.
shit!
Also made of Lego for some reason.
People don't remember that Elijah was Jerusalem Drift King for a few years.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
Who do you think gave Dom the amulet?
Let us write this, please. That's all I
Yeah.
want.
So fucking
Jerusalem
College
sick.
Drift.
Humor, SNL UK, whoever it is that does this now. Let us write this.
Yeah. When there was one set of tire tracks, I drifted sideways. Yeah.
That's when I was like, oh.
Yeah.
and so yeah.
I'll get onto my thing when we get onto unprovoked violence, but
The car appears and we cut as as Brian appears. But here's the thing: we get a mid-credits scene.
Yes,
we
we do.
do.
We actually get 2 mid-credit scenes, I believe.
Oh, I only saw the one.
Yes, so did I. But I checked the Wikipedia and it says that there's 2. So
shit, okay.
I'm looking now.
Right, so the one I saw is that Frank Transporter is beating up a guy in a punching bag.
I saw
It's
Franco
Otto.
Transporter. Yeah.
Yes, this
Franco
was the one I
Transporter,
had.
yeah.
Obviously, again, like we've put certain things in this world are just like things that I wish were true, like the sort of multiple all-girl tactical units, unified communist Germany, highly muscled trans man kicking the shit out of someone inside a punch bag. That's interesting to me.
That'd be fun.
But it's Otto in there because Jason Statham had to be in this movie, but only for like 10 minutes,
Cool.
10 seconds rather.
Yeah. And then he gets a
hears
knock on the door, and it's Han.
And it's hard. It's like, I thought I killed you.
Yeah.
Oh,
You didn't. You didn't
no
kill me, motherfucker.
consequences. No consequences. Nothing is real. Nothing you do has any impact.
I do like his facial reaction. Jason says, "Oh, it's quite good." Yeah.
What? Yeah, I hope they come back in the next one and hang out. Like,
You may as well
invite
say
them.
whatever you want as Grace. This is more like a kind of like, Buddhist horror at this point. Like, Roman Pierce is experiencing his dharma, which is a deeply imprisoning thing, It's
Should have killed Ludacris.
yeah.
What's the other post-credit scene?
Maybe there isn't one. Maybe that was it. Maybe I've misdirected us. In which case, that was it.
think it was.
That's Fast 9, all
That's
2.5 hours of it.
Fast 9.
Wow, that's the Fast Saga. Awesome. How do we fucking feel about the Fast Saga?
It's the same. It's the same movie. It's become James Bond, right? It's the same thing that happens to every long-running enough franchise, complete with Dom having a different actor from when he was the same guy.
Yeah. When I was the same guy when we went into space, when the orb was a cube and then it was gonna hack. We didn't even mention what Project Ares fucking does because it doesn't matter. It's like the fifth
It's just
shade
computers.
device. Computers, fucking, we gotta go to Germany, Tokyo, Glasgow, London, fucking Monte Quinto.
Isn't
Women
it
are people.
fascinating, by the way,
That's
and
true.
noteworthy that they lay waste to this South American country and then spend the entire rest of the film in white countries doing magnet bullshit
Yeah, that's
instead
very
of
true.
hurting anyone.
They definitely do a lot of property damage at Edinburgh.
Okay, well, property
Yeah.
It's
versus
fucked up that women only
killing a
get to be
guy.
people after, 9 movies?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and I can only imagine it was because both of them were in a room with the producers just being like, give me a fucking scene where I'm a human being, please.
Yeah.
Please,
Michelle
give me
Rodriguez,
some
after
pathos.
9 movies, gets to be a fucking person. Do you remember that scene in like Fast 6 or 7 where she's like, I got to go and be a person on my own independently of you, Dom? And then 2 scenes later, she comes back. She's like, we got married off screen. It's like, oh no.
She's like, I remembered that we were married and I'm back. It's like,
I'm
oh,
so
awesome.
happy that Mia gets to do some fight scenes now. I'm so happy for that actress. God, she deserves a medal for fucking sticking it out.
Yeah.
I
Fuck
said
yeah.
it early on, but it's more true now than ever. I am heartened that the emotional core of these movies is this lavender marriage between these two
They
transgender
they have a
individuals.
kiss at one point, and it's like, cool, great.
Yeah.
I like that Kurt Russell's still getting a paycheck. Also, what
Kurt Russell.
was he alive?
Yeah.
Did they rescue him? Is he dead? Is he in the jungle? Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll find out in the next one.
Also, remember how these movies used to maybe have something to say about masculinity?
No.
Like, remember that?
No, I honestly don't.
Okay, fine.
Did they
Well,
ever?
Maybe a little bit in the first one when Dom was like...
Because when Dom was like an interesting character who genuinely had like once killed a guy in anger and like
when
he was
regretted it
Brody.
massively.
When he was
He
Brody
only
from
had a
Point Break.
sister. When he was Brody from Point Break. When he just stole the fucking notes from Point Break and just made a movie.
I hate that they changed that now. He's less interesting.
Now it's like it isn't anything because it's just completely textureless. But we don't have to speculate about textures. We have a science-based system.
We do.
It's called the SCUM system. Stands for SMUM, cultural insensitivity, unprovoked violence, and misogyny. On a scale of 0 to 7, how smarmy is Fast 9?
The Star Wars references scene, I think, puts it into punitive for me.
Roman keeps being like, "Oh, this is going to be our coolest adventure yet."
If this was a movie, this is when this would happen.
It's entirely comprised of lines for
Every
the trailer.
line is a trailer line.
Yes.
That's
like
pretty smart because
references to
eventually
other
you really
movies.
give your trailer like cutters a lot to work with. If just your whole movie is lines like, "Wow, this is going to be our biggest adventure
Remember
ever."
when we did that trailer for Eurospy season? That was so good. We should do a trailer for
that's good.
Varmint season.
Actually should.
But so, yeah, I think punitive for sure. On the other hand, it's not like it's so bland is the thing.
It's unflavored slop.
Well, I think that
It's
makes it
so
worse because there's nothing sincere about it. In fact, the only sincere thing we have
agree.
is retconned out of it.
Abby, give me a number.
I think it's
Like,
got to be 8 or 9.
I'll do 9.
Okay.
I'll happily do 9. Fast
it down.
9, 9's
I think
mom.
it's as bad as Hobbs and Shaw,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
which was a
for sure.
9.
It's as bad, but weirdly, it's like worse to watch. Hobbs and Shaw
Yeah.
was more fun. Cultural insensitivity.
I mean, none of them ever like make racist noises. No, but they do murder those South American people without a second thought. Like dozens.
I have a
them.
weird thought, right? Which is we have arrived at an almost entirely non-white cast, which is great. Love that.
Absolutely.
Love that we get like some diversity of character within that as well. The two things. One is that they kind of lose confidence about that and immediately go, "Here's why John Cena is white," which they don't really need to do. But the other
That feels like a
is that
producer's note.
they do then start kind of racially segregating the crew. Like Tej and Roman
They
are
do.
attached at the hip for this whole movie when they
They
don't even
keep doing
really
that.
have the best like rapport with each other.
No.
And I'm not entirely sure why.
They lump Ramsey into it too, and I'm like, what are you doing? They don't have any kind of like charisma between the three of them. I don't know.
I've always been weak on Ramsey as a character. I'm like, you already had a hacker. Why did you need another one? Yeah, whatever.
You're still parking your comic relief with your black characters exclusively for some reason, and that's strange.
Yeah,
Because
slightly odd.
there's no reason why Al couldn't have been funny and Reddit and epic, and still would have annoyed the piss out of me, but like...
Yeah. Also, like, she wasn't written like a teenage girl. She's written like an adult ninja, and I'm like, it would have been funny if she was like, 6'7", low genuinely. I'm a ninja. Like it would have been good.
Yeah.
Here's the point. Like they wrote down the thing where they're like, "Oh, the key. It's not a key. It's actually a person." And then they refused to make the person a person. Like interesting at all. It could have been a key. She should have been a key. Like I have no notes pertaining to anything that she does. I don't remember anything she does.
She barely has any lines.
Like, does she say or do anything? No, she has that one fight where she's introduced and then...
Yeah.
Bets on her being in the next film? Odds are low.
Again, it's the Whedon-esque thing of like, well, women are powerful because they get to kick ass, right? And it's like, well, you can... That's great, I guess. Do we get any character? No, not really.
No.
But cultural insensitivity, how do we feel about
the
like
Monte
a 1,
Quinto.
2? Yeah.
The Monte Quinto stuff as well.
Monte Quinto I really want to ding it for because I want to ding it and unprovoked, but I won't be able to because of the system that we've set up.
Yeah.
Like I want to give them
the
that
army are shooting at them, I guess.
Yeah.
So
I guess I prefer that to them just killing a bunch of Brazilian people.
I agree.
It's true.
It's weird to have made that a specifically South American country when it didn't need to be specifically anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I bet you choose jungle and then you go, okay, who has jungles?
Yeah, where are the jungles at?
You write a jungle set piece and then you choose the fictional country around it.
There's a certain sort of like arrogance to this. So we've got to give it a couple of points for that. So that puts it into
something.
2?
Like what? Like 2, 3?
Sure.
Like,
I say 2. 3.
Yeah, I can't give it
2.
yeah.
All right,
Put three
two.
down. Put three down.
3? Okay.
No, I expand it. I hate these fuckers. I'm not going to be nice to them.
3.
Right. Here's my problem with unprovoked violence. I want to set this out here. This is something that finally crystallized in my head over the course of this. I'm not suggesting we change anything because we're mid-season, but I think unprovoked violence is unfit for purpose.
I tend to agree.
We're trying to codify something here, and unprovoked just isn't the best way to get at that. Because if we think about in the first movie, they kill one guy and it's exactly as provoked as all of the deaths in this one, but they feel really sorry about it. It's a huge problem. They have like a scene where they're like quietly going over this. And in this one, they're just mowing people down and it's not a problem. And something has heightened that I want to ding them for, but unprovoked violence isn't sufficient to do that.
I have a theory about this, or rather I have an idea, right? Because on the one hand, right, people can get too deep into the weeds with the scum stuff, right? Even though it's a science-based system, it's meant to elucidate us talking about it. And so I think that's the main function of it, right? But here's what I want to do, because I agree with you. I think we go back to heist season. We do a very, very car-based heist movie called The Blues Brothers. And at the end of The Blues Brothers, we change unprovoked to unnecessary, referencing something in that movie.
Okay, I like that, because what I had written down was unquestioned violence.
Interesting. I could also do like orgiastic or like extraneous.
Just like an assumed level of violence that you exist within.
I mean, I think we've already been doing that. We dinged Fast 5 for this very thing that you're highlighting, Devin, which is that the body count was high. So I think this already comes under what we have.
And these things never have to map on perfectly to Bond either. Like it's a system designed for James Bond movies.
Yeah, that's true. Well, yes. I mean, if you're going for a textualist interpretation, you would say only violence that is unprovoked. But I think that we can take the other tack on this and be like,
I agree.
As you know, I'm an originalist, and I think we should stick to the plain meaning of scum as was 5 years ago only.
Positivist. I'm a constructivist, and so I think
I'm a constructivist also.
Yeah, we can reason our way to a different you here.
I think it should. None of this violence is unprovoked, but I think it should have a relatively high score.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, I like unnecessary. Yeah.
Yeah.
They invade a country. That's maybe they're the ones doing the provocation, right?
Like,
4, 5.
Yeah, they're shooting back at them, but they invaded this country.
I would go 5. I would go 5 just for the sort of like John Wick of Roman Pierce in that sequence. So yeah, I would say 5.
Can I persuade you to take 1 off for Dom heroically putting himself in the way of civilians under fire?
Ooh,
if we're changing...
No, but only because it takes away from the anti-violence message in the first one of, I lost the run of myself and I beat this guy with a tire iron.
You're right. 5.
Okay, yeah. Cool.
Finally, misogyny.
I mean,
women,
this again is really ephemeral because we're trying to nail down different manifestations of misogyny, and misogyny like surrounds us and constrains all of our actions. So it's sort of like we set this up. I don't want to get too philosophical about this, but we set this up to distinguish.
Always get as philosophical as possible. I love it.
We set this up to distinguish Sean Connery slapping a woman on the ass from Daniel Craig being sad that a woman is killed off screen, right? And I don't know that it ever did a great job of that, but so how misogynistic is this movie? Well, still quite.
But on the other hand, I think it has improved. Women get to kick ass, but then they got to do that in previous ones. But women get to be people a little bit as well. We get to be competent.
Meat market thing?
We don't do the meat market thing.
We don't do the meat market thing.
We don't.
Which, like, in and of itself, I mean, obviously, this is such a low bar to clear. If we want to think about this in any fucking meaningful way. But as this is like the 9th movie in a fucking billion-dollar franchise where, like, no single human being is the creative mind behind this at this point. There is, like, a fucking faceless group of people that make these choices. Yeah, it's less. It's less misogynist than the previous ones.
Was this the first post-Me Too Fast and Furious?
Yeah, I believe so.
When was Me Too?
It's like 2019, right?
There are things that we can prefer about different things. Like I miss Suki. You remember her? She had like the pink car and she did the art and stuff.
Yeah.
we don't really like that was absolutely like a character for girls, right? But like since we decided that women are people in the making of these movies, we kind of decided that women are just bland, like everyone is bland. And so it's like Letty gets to like drive and
women
fight
are a
and
target
stuff,
demographic.
Women consume movies.
Like power scaling wise, Suki is just street level. Like they continue to increase the amount of money these people have, like they are less and less to do with anyone who would be doing an illegal street race. Like these people could just buy the street and shut it down and do a normal street race there.
I discovered a weird factoid the other day, which is that the Fast and Furious audience demographics are actually pretty evenly split, men and women. It's actually more evenly split than my show, which is really
it's very
that's crazy,
very broad based. You know, it's very lowest common denominator.
I just wanted to kiss.
Do we want to do like a 2 here, maybe? Like,
I think it's improved.
Sorry,
I agree.
I'm the pen, Sam. I'm sorry.
Because I think the meat market stuff was always egregious, right? And like not doing that kind of renunciation, we do have to reward it for that.
Yeah, I'm glad that it didn't. Like,
So that gives it a total score of 19, which is not the best. It's higher than Fast 8 by 1 point, and it's tied with Fast 4. Fast 1 is still winning on 12 points, but there has been significant improvement in misogyny. I think the smarm is what's dragging it up now. We can just get that down again.
That's definitely true.
This feels like a meeting of like a multidisciplinary team, you know, like we're sort of here being like, hey, okay, so here's the latest case notes on Fast and Furious, showing improvement, which is what we like. We've just got a few areas to target. So,
I'm reporting the parents to safeguarding immediately.
Straight away.
With luck, we will have woke Fast and Furious in no later than 2035.
I think we can do
We're
it.
heading
I
towards
think we can do it.
Let's see what we can do with Fast 10, a movie where I can't wait to find out.
Oh my fucking
if they can make it sincere.
There's one more. Can't wait.
And then the live show. We're nearly at the end.
Oh, we're so nearly done with it, and back to heist.
Close.
Yes, I'm so ready to be done with this. Well, thank you so much for listening to the meeting of the Fast and Furious multidisciplinary team, case workers.
We'll meet again
a pleasure.
in 6 months.
Yes, absolutely. Wow. We also have a Patreon, which you can subscribe to, and if you do, the next bonus episode is going to be mine, and it's going to be, further to complaining about long movies, The Irishman, which we're recording immediately after this to set up for maybe 4 consecutive hours of recording. You can kind of hear it in my voice. So
I can't wait for The Irishman.
Look forward to us skipping over a lot of plot details in that. Thank you so much for listening. We will see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for listening to yet another episode of Kill James Bond. Next episode in 2 weeks' time is, of course, Fast X, the final, at time of recording, Fast and Furious movie, and the end to our suffering. Maybe, I mean, there's a grander suffering that we won't be ending, but the minor family-based suffering will come to a blessed conclusion. And if that is simply too long for you to wait, then you can head on over to our Patreon, patreon.com/killjamesbond, and sign up now for only £5 a month, faggot. And that'll give you access to 5 years of backlog, as well as our next episode that comes out next week, which will be The Irishman. And speaking, of course, of our wonderful Patreon supporters, we would be nothing without our £15 and above Patreon supporters, and those are Lo Bjornsdottir, Fenris Mayday, Candy Fox, No Name, Elspeth Hunt, Jordan Gammy, Nick Boris, Frankenstein, Hannah Oberhardt, The Chinese Century of Killing James Bond, George Rohak. The Canadian Socialist Rifle Association is a fun and engaging place for Canadians who remember Devon's promise. Yarrick, Drone Lover, Livery or Cry, Leo Delenda Est, Anya, Toperator, The Owner-Operator, Jacques-Laurent Zimmerman, Vindication, Library Hitman, Max Mainhart, Joseph Soche, Olivia Alexandra, Ian is Carl Lazarus, Strong Goose, Kill James Bond Highlights, Ward Scholar, Lizzie Needs Gender Euphoria, Trip, Jack Drummond, Willie Shinmeyer, Giganta0234, Carl S. Saga, Less Tired Therapist, very good, Harrison Fuller, The Project, Panopticon, April, Professional Knife Girl, Meat Popsicle, Stabitha Death Whisper, cool, Grease Without Any, Future Boy, or Future Boy, Hard to know. Many have both listened to this podcast. Guinevere must be zip-tied, not reels. Rhododendron K may be okay. Molly Powerslide, Danielle, Ashley, penile-sparing vaginoplasty, Joyous Uwu, Cakedon, the People's Pillow Princess. We're getting really close to this now, so for Pit Crew, Trans Am 2, May 22nd to 24th, benefiting Trans Lifeline. Go to arcadep.it/transam. That's arcadep.it, so like arcade pit with a dot /transam for schedule and more info. Liz Rossi, da-dee-da-da. Chris Roth, 623, Robert De Niro, In Heat and I'm Not Apologizing, Lady Houndstooth, Anne Hedonia, Claire, Parasocial Butterfly, In Space. Athena V is Furiouser and Furiouser, Vita Brava, Science Daddy, Gender Swap Podcast, Claire Baker, Staz, Saturdays Claire, Arizona Frog Strangler, Who Stole the Poetry from Your Soul? Annie is happy she didn't do a Calvin and Hobbes bit. May Victoria Roth turned in her badge and laptop. Ray, Canadian and Creature, Silly Vixen, Dr. Mrs. the Gay Rat, Finn Ross, Chimp with a Sword, Krista Swisher, Anya the Nanigans, Clairvoyance, Lady Ariane, Liz and Ash of University of Florida, Alex Isopodgal, Walscott, Clarification, Devon, Sengshen, Noblesse Oblahai, Connors, Cool Big Sister, Obsidian Polymer, John 2089, Loz Pycock, Al Pacino's Non-Euclidean Swag, Two Thurlow, Two Champness, Turf Seat Shit and Die Alone, The Duck Whisperer, Fucks with your CSV, Abigail, Robert Greensmith, Al Irving, Zoe Shepherd, Carrier, Talkative Tiger, Philippa is still catching up with KJB, Cassandra, Emily Quida Sloths, Harriet McAvoy, Mistress Angela Aylis, Mega B, Elite Aaron, Josh Simmons, Lauren Baston, Charlotte with a D, Sonia with a Y, Ahmed Contempt, and Valeria Beneficia, Lurking Lesbian Pogwitch. Thank you all so much for listening to yet another episode of Kill James Bond. Kill James Bond is Abigail, November, and Devon. Our beautiful producer is the wonderful Mr. Naples Day. Our podcast art is by the beautiful Mr. John DeLuca. Our beautiful editor is Mr. Sam Marderosian. And our beautiful website is by Tom Allen. I'll see you next time. And our beautiful website is by Tom Allen. And I will see you next time.